on. Yay. Hi, Beth. So fun. Can you guys hear me okay? Give me like a yes. Okay, good. We're going to let everybody pop on. We're already recording because I had people that were unable to make the call. And I wanted to make sure that they caught this so that we could. Hey, Maureen, how was the wedding?
All right, my volume wasn't working.
Okay. Trace.
Now it is. It was me. I never use my phone for Zooms, so I didn't know. It's a new phone too, so I was like, what the hell? So.
Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay. So we're going to just wait about another minute because I invited a couple of my challengers.
Yeah, definitely.
To just come on and kind of learn what's going on. Oh, Tabitha, you're on. Yay. What's going on at Immediate Care? She probably can't talk to me, but hi, Colleen, Team Nebraska. Woo, woo. All right, we're going to give everybody just another moment. And I have like a little story to share. I want to talk about some things that are changing on the team dynamic that I want to create. And also, I will be going over at the end for my coaches that are already enrolled and are working to set up their calendars. I'm going to review and screen share the things you need to put on your monthly checklist and how your Facebook page should look and what you should have in place for August so that you're ready to go for success. So if you feel like you don't need to hear that part and you're just observing kind of the team dynamic, then you don't have to stay on. I have everybody muted now. So if you have a question, by all means, please raise your hand. I always tell my team this is a round table. This is not me talking at people. So I'm going to be asking for feedback, for just kind of some shares about what actively working coaches might be struggling with or succeeding at. And this way, the people that I feel like might be great additions to our team can get a feel for how this works, right? I think the best way to inspire people is to completely be an open book, to open the door, hey, Marjorie, so that so they can see what this is, what this team is, what we're about. And I'm going to start by saying that it's 2.5 years in the business. I just got back from Summit. It was by far the best Summit. I'm almost worried to go next year that it won't be as fun. And Heather can tell you the things that we were posting were really that much fun. Like, we laughed our asses off. It was such a great dynamic. And I think I had, they always say you're going to have a lot of aha moments in this business. And one of mine at Summit was, I want my team to be people I like. That's it. I want my team to like each other. I want my team to be a unified unit. And if that means that I'm going to grow faster or slower, I'm okay with that. And I looked around at my business and I realized how many challengers have quit, how many coaches have quit, and it's okay because it all led me to the place that I'm at now with the people that actually want to be part of this, that really enjoy helping other people, that want to make it some type of business opportunity, whether it's on the side or a full-time hustle. Like, not everybody sitting in that audience with me at Summit wants this to be their full-time job, and it didn't matter. We were just teammates. We were there to be inspired. We were there to develop leadership skills. And that's all I'm looking for in this team. And I'm going to have to, and you're going to have to change your approach nearly every month in this business. And I think about it. So today I went and I taught my music classes, and I had to teach 7 different classes, all in preschools, no parents present. And there's this one little boy, he's in the 3rd class that I taught, and he's little. These kids are like 18 months to 24 months, okay? And he cries every time I come in, like cute cry, like not the obnoxious cry, but you feel so bad. And I've always just not paid too much attention to it, right? Sometimes you feed that emotion and it just is, but it wasn't working. So today I stopped class and I said, buddy, do you want a hug? And he was like, yeah. And he sat on my lap the rest of class. I had to listen and I had to try something new to get a different result. And I think that this business is the same way. I think growing my other business, I remember I've been doing that for 8 years now. And there were so many days, and I tell Andrea this on our team. She is a live insanity instructor, so she's building like a live class. And I told her so many times, I said, do you know how many times I went to music class and literally nobody showed up? Like nobody showed up. And I just went home. And I had that choice every time, every class, to either throw the towel in or go back the next week and try again. And it taught me that resilience. And I think the thing that helped me get to that point was I knew that I wanted to teach this class. I knew that it offered me flexibility with scheduling, that I could bring my kids to the class. We didn't have a lot of support with our kids. In emergencies, yes, but it was me. But I also had to work. I've always been a stay-at-home, but I also had to manage work, 20 hours plus, okay? So I've never actually been a stay-at-home, but I never had a career. So I knew that those music classes offered the opportunity to create a schedule, to do something I like to do, but it was going to take work. And it's the same thing with this business. You're going to fear standing up in front of a crowd. You're going to fear walking into a classroom with kids staring blankly at you, and you're expected to lead. And you're like, what the flip? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Nobody's going to listen to me. And it's when you start to realize if you build your own confidence and you just start doing, that you'll connect with people. And it's going to take practice. And there are going to be times when you mess up. And there are going to be people that quit on you, or that kid in the class who you try 100 different approaches. And no matter what, you're just not his teacher. Like, he's not meshing with you. And that's okay. But it really reminded me, that sometimes we just have to change our approach. And so what I'm doing is changing my approach in recruiting for my team. Because while I want people to have a business opportunity, while I can teach people to build their income to 6 figures, while I'm working on that myself, I didn't want 6 figures coming into this business. I just wanted opportunity and health and positivity. And I can't teach people to build an income if they don't like people. I can't teach people to build an income if they're not willing to share their story on social media. And I can't teach people to build an income if they don't want to be consistent and show up to class the next week when nobody attends last week. So what I want to do is I want to put together this team page with people that are either working the business or want to learn to work the business. And I want everybody to understand very clearly that just because my pace is 6 figures, it doesn't mean that your pace has to be. It's like showing up in Chicago for our half marathon, or if people are now, Marjorie, did you sign up for your 5K yet? The frig, get on it. You said you were going to do it today. You're doing it as soon as we get off the call, and then you're going to post and you're going to tag me. See, there's a little bit of accountability there. She's running a 5K. Do I care that I'm running a half and she's running a 5K? We're just running. We're just showing up. We're going to have that experience together. Maria's going to be there. This is the team environment that I want. People that want to have life experiences, but also are willing to do the scary things. And the number one, they're equally tied. There are 2 things that I will tell you that if you're looking at this as a business opportunity, hobby, full-time, doesn't matter. There's 2 things that are going to make you fail: fear and lack of consistency. It's never lack of time. No, there's 3. It's a why. Okay, so fear of failure. I'm talking to a coach on Monday who's been with me since my first month, and she's finally thinking, maybe I'll coach, but she's scared to fail. Okay, so fear of failure. Your consistency is not there in the daily efforts of your business responsibilities. which are on a checklist. They're provided for you. It's just you're either choosing to do them or not. And then your why. So it's never been, I shared Maria's, congratulations to Maria, by the way. She hit Emerald Coach today, which is a great, opens the door for business opportunity, right? But she's got 5 kids. I forgot 2 of them. She has 5 kids. She's over 50. She's traveling hundreds of miles a day for baseball tournaments. She's busy as shit. Heather has 5 kids, busy as shit. People that are busy are successful in this business. I don't have a coach. I've never heard a coach on a national wake up call going, well, it was really I had nothing but time. I just sat around. I really just needed something to fill my time. It was always I worked in the grocery line. I stayed up, till midnight sometimes, or sometimes I got up at 5 a.m. It's not time that steals this business opportunity from people. It's lack of discipline or commitment or consistency, or simply the fact that you don't have that vision for your life. You don't envision yourself being part of a team that goes to New Orleans. You don't envision yourself being part of a team that goes to Indy. Because this is more than workouts. It's more than a shake. We use those products because they work, right? Just like anything else, if you use a great shampoo, you find that it fluffs your hair the right way, you're going to use it consistently, right? But what we want to do is I want to bring in people that I want to sit next to, that I want to go and do canoeing or kayaking or whatever we're going to plan for Indy next year. I want those people there. And I have to change, just like I had to change my approach with that little boy in music class, I have to change my approach on social media, and I have to change my approach on team calls and the way I talk to people, because the trainings, guys, are there. And I'm going to review some official business from Summit, because I know that Cliff Notes are very helpful. And if you weren't at Summit, it's a lot of information. So I'll give you a review and let you guys ask your questions. But most importantly, I want to hear, before we get into logistics, I just want to hear why you're on the call. So I'm going to call on you one at a time. I know it's big pressure, right, for people that are new here, but I have this list. Everybody that's on this call, with the exception of Maureen, because Maureen and I haven't really established a relationship yet, you're on my list. And I'm going to grow this list. And this list is people that I want on my team, not numbers, not dollars, not anything but personalities. And I'm going to take my time to build this list the right way, because I don't want people at Summit that I can't have a conversation with. I want people that are going to be there to learn and want to do this business, that don't need somebody to say, hey, did you set up your challenge group event yet? We know the behaviors. If not, I'll teach you. But then it's up to you to commit and get your ticket to Summit. And I know that's really scary. It's a year away, and it's but I do it every year. I went to buy my ticket and I was like, oh my God. But in the grand scheme of things, honestly, it's $150. If I can't go, if my leg falls off and I can't go, not the end of the world. But for me, it's the same reason I bought, I could print them, right? I could print these Shift Shop markers. That's not all in. I'm all in. I bought these for $15, and I am the tightest person with money you'll ever meet. I will literally bend over backwards to save a nickel. This is mindset, right? So I bought my ticket. I bought my markers because I want to be here. I see this life for myself, for my family, but more importantly, I see myself building a team of like-minded people. I just didn't see it until this year. I had other people at Summit with me last year. They weren't all in. I had people with me the year before. They're not coaching yet. They're not coaching anymore either. This business is not for everybody, especially not a full-time business. But what I don't want to see happen is I don't want to see my team of coaches that aren't full-time to fall through the cracks and feel like they're not equally valuable on my team. So I want to make that very, very clear that whether you're a discount coach and you're not coaching anybody at all, and you just want to be part of this team and show up at these events, or you want to go balls to the wall, I want you in that stadium with me. So I want to open it up. I'm just going to go the way I see you. Just like in 30 seconds, just tell me why you're here so I know if you should be on this list or not. Because I'm not here to force anybody. But once we go through everybody's why, if you have questions or fears or hesitations about either starting coaching, or if you've started and you're struggling, fire away. And then if we have time, I'll go through what you should do to set yourself up for success in August. If not, I'll stay up late. I'll go live in the team page. I'll film it. You'll see it. It'll be there for you. Okay. So I'll get you the information that you need from Summit too. But Beth Z, why are you on this call? I know I invited you. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons you're here, but can you unmute yourself and just tell me why you said yes? Like, because you were a coach before and actively coaching, but I didn't know you.
Well, I've been using Beachbody for 2 years. I had a tremendous transformation when I started using Beachbody. I didn't realize that Beachbody was part of Shakeology and the whole thing when I started. I signed up under a coach, and if you look back at my Instagram page, I love helping people. I'm super interactive within groups. I'm super interactive within social media. Not so much on my new Facebook page as I used to be. I've had some things that have quieted me down a little bit, but I love helping people. I love fitness. I love cooking. I love sharing healthy recipes. And I think anybody that's been with me in a challenge group knows that those are the things I love to share. I love coaching. I loved coaching when I did it. I started off strong out of the gate, but I never knew how to run a challenge group. I didn't have you. I didn't have a coach that kind of gave you the basics on what to do. I didn't know how to get to Emerald. I didn't know. I was kind of put into Team Legendary and go through the files. That was it.
Were you in Team Legendary?
I was.
Who was your, I don't even want to know. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on Team Legendary. So I was kind of like put in there. And though I learned a lot from the group, nobody really, not that I need my hand held because I'm very active and I'm very like, you know, I love doing things. I love learning. I love doing things like that. I don't need my hand held, but a little bit of direction would have been helpful. I had some personal things in my life that kind of railroaded me to help me step away, that had me step away from coaching. And I've been kind of putting my pieces back together. So the challenge groups have been really fun for me to get back into that routine and get back into that feel.
Can I ask you a question for personal feedback? Because yeah. I am new to mentoring. I am an open book. Okay. So I read Mentorship 101. I get the concept. Okay. But it's hard for me to teach and duplicate what I do because I don't have a template for challenge groups. What I've created with the Happiness Project is something that I want to be able, and I've shared it, I'm very open in that group. Like I want to be able to teach you to teach other people. So giving those keywords of discipline, strength, inspiration, and attitude, and the daily concept of morning check-ins, wins of the days, do you feel like you could run a challenge group effectively, or do you need more training?
I think after seeing how an effective challenge group is run, I could run a challenge group. I have no doubt that if I put my mind to it, I could be a coach and be a successful coach. I have no doubt. For me, you know, because of personal reasons and putting my life back together, I'm just now getting my feet underneath me again within my job, my full-time job, my family, my house and everything. I love it. I love to talk to people. That's not a problem. So I know I could run it now that I've seen it and I understand, like when you do things or you use, you know, like Messenger to talk to me and you record a message, I'm like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Like it's like the stupidest things, like, you know, incorporating PD into challenge groups. I mean, I've learned a lot from you over the last few months. It's very inspiring. It really is. And the people that you have in your group, you place them strategically. And I see how you've done that. You put them in the right groups. And if they're not in the right group, you move them to the right group because you get to know everybody so well. It's amazing. It really is. It's amazing what you do.
Well, thank you. Again, when I started this business, I just always remember, I'm posting for one person. I'm sharing my story for one person, not for the world. Even though the world sees it, I'm really only talking to one person. And about 80% of the time, I'm talking to myself. So if you're struggling with posting to social media or sharing your story, even within challenge groups, start talking to yourself. That is what I do. And I can't teach that part, but I can teach the personal development that brought me to be able to share that, right? So thank you. And for those coaches watching, and I know Corinne popped on late, so Beth has been in groups with me for months. Heather has asked how to build a team, and all I say to my team is you have to help people get results. Whatever they're after, it's not going to happen overnight. Beth might never join the team. She might join in 6 months. She might call me tomorrow and be like, boom, that was all I needed to know. I'm ready to dive back in. I don't know. It's not my timeline. It's Beth's. Tracy, why are you on the call tonight? Because you're a coach. You have a group. This is your first month. So where are you at in your business? And I don't know that we'll be able to get to everybody, but we'll try our best. You got to unmute yourself, though.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Right now, I'm between hobby and actively looking for members. So by that, I mean, I'm posting a lot on social media, but I'm still having a hard time reaching out to people that I don't know and bringing them onto my personal page. It's a security reason. My children and my Facebook is my family. We have 75 grandkids and great grandkids on one side and 50 on the other, and this is how we keep in touch. And so people ask me not to, to make sure that their pictures aren't shared and things like that. So right now it's a security, but I'm going through, I needed Beachbody because I needed a supplementation to my CrossFit. 2 to 3 nights a week wasn't enough. And my husband and I like craft beers and we like to go out to eat, and I like my ice cream. And so I needed more than 2 to 3 nights a week. So that's why I started. I needed something to get me out of bed in the morning, and workouts alone weren't going to do it. Working with you is helping. It's getting me up. It's keeping me accountable. It's keeping me motivated. I never, ever, ever in a million years thought I would ever open a self-help person.
Me neither. Me neither.
Ever.
You're stupid.
And it's slow go, but it's taking me so long to get through some of these because I just keep rereading because it's so me on some of those pages, and I just want to soak it in. And so on top of that, people will see me on my CrossFit pages before Beachbody, and they kept saying, oh, how do you do it? How do you do it? And I'll say CrossFit. Well, to people that don't like a barbell, it's like voodoo. They're intimidated. They don't think they can walk into the box. They don't know that there's modifications. Whereas with something like Beachbody, they're already familiar with it. They know the video programming type. And so this gives me more tools than CrossFit did.
I do a program for them.
Yes.
Like I had somebody who I would love for her to join the team. She's running a free group, but she has no resources. And I said, are your people getting results? And she said, no. And I said, well, then how are you helping them? I mean, it's a legitimate question, right? Mm-hmm. So we have that guide. Okay. Thank you. Let's get any fears or anything that you're, besides the social media thing, which we can talk about, there's different opportunities.
I scrolled down a few different things that I could do. I mean, I'm willing to even start up a new page and grab people off of my personal page.
I was going to say, just do that because.
Which would take a while to build back up, but I want to do something with it. It's just.
No expiration on success there, Tracy.
Yeah. So I'm working on it. I'm getting there. But I mean, I've got a couple people in the challenge group, and they're friends of mine, and they're people that I know are motivated, even though one of them isn't huge on social media either, but she'll check in. So
cool. Maureen, would you mind speaking up? Because I have not talked to you yet. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
You just got married, yeah?
I sure did last weekend.
Your little shake selfie. Let me hear about your little transformation story pre-wedding. How'd you do?
I did pretty good. I was down, I think it was almost 20 pounds. And I just felt better at the wedding. Like I wasn't like self-conscious the whole time. I remember saying to Brendan, I was like, I didn't have to suck in all day. Like that's such like a fun feeling. So
yeah.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. But basically I was wanting to do coaching before, but I was way too busy with wedding stuff. So I said, okay, after the wedding, I want to look at it more and figure out what's going on and if it's something that I can even do.
What do you do for work besides this opportunity?
I'm a full-time student, so I go to Duville. I'm in the physician.
My brother went to Duville. You stole my heart.
I'm in the PA program, so I am busy, but I also work part-time at Sam's Club. I'm a cashier, so I'm busy. But I
find success.
Yes. So, but I would rather. Yeah, I'd rather be finding success doing this than, I would love to not have to work the part-time job and do it through this, because it's a lot easier to do it through this because I can fill this in more than like an 8-hour shift.
Okay. So who is your sponsor?
Corinne.
Okay. You have a great sponsor.
Yeah.
And what I want to say too is, just for my leaders on the team, don't neglect your downline. Just a reminder, right? Because from what we heard from Beth, her sponsor was not working the business, and so nobody reached out. I tried to do my best, but you never know who's in the team page. If people are in the team page, maybe you're going to watch this replay. You're in our team page and you haven't told anybody you want help.
Yeah, I feel like I've just been like watching from the sidelines for a while, just like, hello, I'm here.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
But yeah, basically, and my biggest fear is getting over putting it on social media and having people judge me. That's my biggest fear.
Okay. 5-second rule, the year of yes. And I didn't love You Are a Badass, but some people do. So try those books for real. I mean, try those books. And if you really want this, Heather, you have something to say? I see you got to unmute yourself though.
All right. So definitely the 5-second rule for you. Like, I can't say it enough. The 5-second rule is courage. And when you're fearful of what other people are going to think of you, because I actually have to do this on a daily basis for a lot of situations, that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 act becomes like blinking your eyes. And you grasp stuff in life, you grasp it in the business, I do it in parenting. You're going to make better decisions in your new marriage because there's going to be trials there. Like, the 5-second rule, I think right now is going to develop you in all phases of your life. And this is going out to everybody. I've read, I've listened,
I'm getting that book, by the way.
You have to get it. I'm probably on like my 4th time through it because I love it. And I have some free groups with it. Just get it, because there is no way, shape, or form that is not going to make you better. Mm-hmm. And one of the first things that you need to cure in advance is your brain. The rest is coming because you're already here. You took the first step, which really is the scariest. You committed and believed in yourself, and you're here right now for a reason. So you're either signing up and you're going to be a coach, or you are one. So you took the first step and believed in yourself. Now you're going to back it, and you're going to make the rest of the world believe in you. And that's courage. That is courage, and it's going to come from the book. So get the book.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to.
Thank you. All right, I want to hear from Lori Beth really quick while you're on the call, because you're brand new. I mean, you're not new to my groups.
Yep. Well, I'm here because I've signed up to be a coach, but I haven't done much since then. And I'm struggling with trying to figure out who can be my coaches, because I've already decided that my husband should be one of them, so that I can get maybe some of the powders, the protein and energy, the hydrate and the energize. But then also having that second person is kind of the hard part for me. But
can I tell you where you can change your focus? Don't worry about building your team. Worry about building a challenge group. Coaches come from challengers. Discount coaches will probably be what gets you to your emerald rank, which means they have a physical goal. So don't worry about building your team. I didn't start building a team or leading a team until a year into this business. I just built challenge groups. You are going to identify your potential coaches in your challenge groups. That's why Colleen's on the call. That's why Beth is on the call. That's why Marjorie's on the call, because I see them leading in the group. So I invited them to learn more. It's up to them if they want to join the team, right? You can't force somebody, but all you can do is present that opportunity. But they don't know what your team is. They don't know what Beachbody is. So take the focus completely off, not completely off building the rank. The Emerald rank is critical to get into the Success Club Lead program, which is why Maria's on our team, right? But you don't have to think of them as coaches. You just have to think of them as challengers. They are taking away the 10% discount for Beachbody On Demand customers in September. So people that are using that 10% to get their Shakeology, they are going to lose it. So it's more of an opportunity for you to say, this coaching opportunity is, even if you're not going to coach, you're going to save $20 a month on Shakeology alone. Plus, if you're ordering Energize or something else that's going to help you reach your goals, you're going to save it. So I kind of figured that would be coming. They just told us at Summit. So that's kind of also make your challengers aware. I was going to be doing that over the next month to give people the heads up that you're going to want to enroll as a coach if you're going to want to continue with Shakeology, because otherwise you're paying more. Colleen, can you tell me why you're here, why you said yes to me? Team Nebraska.
Yeah. Okay, I said yes because I am gravitated toward your positivity. I mean, I love it. It makes me feel better. It makes my family feel better. And it's always something that I've wanted to continue to find. And as far as Beachbody, starting out with Jamie, it was a great opportunity for me to kind of get over my fear of, I don't really know what that is. And I don't know if I can handle it. But the few challenges that we did together in the beginning were amazing. And I appreciated the structure and yet flexibility all at the same time that the programs offer. And as far as a possible coaching opportunity, I guess I really like helping people too. I want to share what I've found, and I want other people to feel it too. I mean, I'm talking to my mom about an opportunity, and I'm trying to do it in a way that doesn't overwhelm her, because I've had so much success. I feel like I just am vomiting it all over her. But I want her to get there. I want her to feel it, and she's not the only one. I want other people to feel that way too. So if that opportunity comes and that's the next step that I take, then that would be great. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Meg, you're on live. You might as well say hello. Meg's from Cali, but her goals to move back to Buffalo, and she's in Buffalo, so she's going to make it a priority to come and meet me in person. I know it.
I am. I am.
What's going on in your business? What's your biggest struggle? Give them a realistic view of what happens at month 3.
You kind of hit a wall. You get people that are like really interested in like your transformation.
You lost like 70 pounds, which is great.
Yeah. And then you kind of hit a wall, like people, you reached out to everybody that you could think to reach out to, and then it's like, no,
now it's work.
What's next? But now it's work, and you just have to really like follow up with people. And yeah, hi. And I'm talking, you have to be quiet. And not be afraid to like be annoying. I kind of gotten over that the last couple weeks. So
yeah.
And I did this because I want to gain some sort of independence, like not just always rely on my husband for every little thing. So that's kind of my drive.
Good one. I wanted that too. I didn't like to have to ask for words. I didn't like that. So how about you, Marjorie? Why'd you say yes to me? Because Marjorie has been on our team before as well. Meg, can you remute yourself so we can hear Marge? And she's going to come to Chicago. Well, she lives near there, so it's easy for her. Let me unmute you. Yeah. We have 5 minutes, so I will definitely go into the team page. Why can't I find you? I will go into the team page, and I will review, guys, how you need to set your month up for success for August for my working coaches, so you have a clear picture. Okay. Why'd you say yes to me?
Curiosity, truthfully.
Okay, that's okay.
I follow a lot of Beachbody coaches on social media, and I just was curious.
Why do you follow coaches?
For their stories.
Yeah. I like to see that.
Oh.
What's that?
And just to see how they're successful. And I don't know, I guess I enjoy helping people too.
Yeah, I specifically asked you, hey buddy, Can I talk
allowed
to
to have an Oreo?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Well, they're thin, so it's basically one. Can I say hi?
Yeah, say hi to the team. Yeah.
Hi, team.
All right.
I'm eating Oreos.
He's eating Oreos. I'm a good mom. So I asked Marjorie because I like the way she keeps it real in our challenge groups. I don't think that you have to be perfect to be a coach, and I like that people feel comfortable saying they're not perfect. When you paint this like everything's so easy life, it's not inspiring, it's intimidating, and people can't keep up with that. It's not reality. So I look for people in my challenge groups that are consistent, even if they're not consistent in discipline with their plan. They show up in the group and they talk about it, say hi to the team. I'll be done in just a minute.
Jesus, we sure kept the air on. I'm freaking.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is my life. All right, let's see. Maria, why don't you tell us? But that's why I invited Marjorie, and she had been talking about not being happy in her job. So, or at least in that position, not necessarily in your field. And she was she turned down a job thing, and there's a lot of career changes going on in the Happiness 3.0. Like a lot of people are shifting gears. It's very interesting. But when I see somebody, guys, don't be fearful to present the opportunity as a job opportunity, because it is one. But they also have to have some of those characteristics or behaviors that would align with being a coach. It's not just like, hey, you want to get rich quick? Like, you got to be a hard worker. You got to be consistent. You got to be open to being on social media, even if it's in a challenge group. Like, flies on the wall can't really lead because nobody knows what they're doing. So I look for people that are open and consistent. Maria, we're gonna we have 3 minutes. Why don't you share with us how it feels to hit Success Club 6, which means she has helped 3 people this month, but she's been working this business for a couple months now and was really finding it hard to gain traction. And she came to me as a stranger. Her husband was assigned as my customer, and she started following me on social media, and I had no idea. She never liked anything. She never commented, nothing. And then one day she filled out the Google application to join a challenge group. And I was like, I'm your husband's coach? Wait, what? Like, all right. So how does it feel being in this business and starting to set the pace for yourself?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's taken me a while. I'm just one of those people that has to know how to do everything. I feel like I have to do it right before I can do it. I overthink everything. So it's taken me a while to get my feet underneath me and to deal with the technology and all those. Everything takes me longer. I'm 55, so technology and I are a little strange.
But you're still doing it. And I love that. Like, I love that you're different. I think everybody on this team is different. I mean, Maureen's a newlywed, full-time school. Lori Beth is no kids, young relationship with her hubby, like hiking around. We've got CrossFit. Heather's a triathlete. You know what I mean? We have a dynamic, but we're all similar.
We're all the same.
We would have a very easy time doing this. So, Corinne, biggest takeaway from Summit. I'm going to let you close the call out. I'm going to post the replay, and I'll be in the team page to go over what you should do for August.
All right. Biggest takeaway, I would say, and I think Heather would agree, Heather was there too, was just the feeling of, you know, we see each other, you know, you don't really see each other on Facebook, but to get that connection and to spend 4 days together and feel the energy and learn and have fun and just be friends, but we're also teammates, and the bonds. Like, I mean, I feel like I can message any one of those girls now and be like, hey, what do you think about this? Or, you know, the support and the relationship that you develop, because, you know, 4 months from now, you're going to have a bad day in the business, but there's going to be people to pick you up, and you need those connections and relationships to keep moving forward. And to me, that's priceless.
Agree. And in life too, not just in coaching.
Exactly.
Life has all things, you know, ups and downs. So, I'm going to post this replay in the team call or in the team page, and I'm going to pop in live. I'm going to go through your August calendar, what you should have, your checklist. And the summit news, it's going to be in the breaking news, guys. I'll give a quick review, but it's your business. Plug in,